Hey everybody, welcome back to a Lego room vlog. So in this video here, I'm going to show you some of the sets that I recently bought. We're going to place them onto the shelves. I'm also going to show you some of the things that we've been doing in the Lego city, such as the graffiti work on the fence that goes around the Lego city. And also, I'm going to probably change the fence line a little bit. I'm going to explain why in this video here. And I think it's actually for the better, and it's going to look pretty awesome. So first things first, let's have a look at these 3 Lego Star Wars sets in which I just recently built. So I built these all during a live stream. First we built the Dorito Fighter. Just kidding, it's the Sith TIE Fighter. Everybody calls it the Dorito Fighter. 470 pieces. It's got a pretty high price point, 110 Canadian dollars. But I really do like it. It's got like the triangular shaped wings. I like how they're multi-layered. And I also like the red trim. Different, you know, it's different than any other TIE fighter, and it just demands a presence, and it's really bold. Call it the bold barbecue Dorito TIE Fighter. I'm just kidding, but it's got the red highlights which really make it pop and stand out. Also got the cockpit that can open up like that there. You can place your minifigure in there. There's a few print piece cheese wedges, no stickers in the set, and then you also have a dish element on the top there as well. It sits on this stand, not a very special stand, but you can see there's 2 studs that attach to these triangular shaped plates just to make it stand there. And yeah, it's decent. I like it. It looks really good. You can see there's actually some gaps in the wings in the back, which is a pretty cool feature. And then we've got the ion thrusters on the back. It comes with these 3 minifigures. So you got Finn, you've got a Knight of Ren, First Order TIE Pilot. Those are pretty sweet minifigs. And then we also have these 2 microfighter sets in which I recently built as well. So Series 8 and also Series 7. Series 8 is the brand new one here for 2021. This is the AT-AT versus Tauntaun microfighter. And I really enjoy these little microfighter sets. I don't have a huge collection of them, but they come with some really cool minifigs. For example, you can see Luke right there on the Tauntaun, and the Tauntaun brick-built animal is just really neat. It is great. I love the legs and just the overall sculpting in the Tauntaun. And then we have an AT-AT walker here. Isn't that cute? He's also got the AT-AT driver sitting there, and this is a nice little set. The legs are on Technic pins so it can hinge, and also the head is on a ball joint so that can move around as well. And then we have the 3rd set, which I built the other day, and this one is the T-16 Skyhopper versus Bantha microfighters. So this is Series 7. There's the T-16 Skyhopper, comes with the pilot, and also we have the Bantha with the Tusken Raider on there as well. I prefer the newer one, Tauntaun and AT-AT. I don't know, I just think it's cool, although, I mean, they're both pretty neat, but I really do like this Bantha as well. So that's the Lego Star Wars sets in which we've recently built. Let's place them onto the shelves here, and then I'll show you some stuff that we're doing in the Lego room here, in particular in the Lego city, as recently I picked up a pad cup, which is going to help us add some details to the Lego city. You can see there's a bunch of the coral quarter tiles or whatever they're called, and also some heart pieces in there. And I plan on using those on the fence, and I'll show you some of that graffiti right now after we place these in the proper positions on the shelves. All of my TIE fighters are right here behind the minifigs. You can see they've got some duplication, so these 2 are the same. And there's some open space up here. I've just stashed some pab cup lids for some reason. But I'm thinking of taking this one here and just moving it back there, and then we can put that Dorito Fighter right there. I think it might look good there. I hope the shelf height is tall enough. I definitely think it's going to be. Also behind there you can see a lot of the walkers and speeders from the 501st battle packs. But yeah, let's move that, and let's put the TIE Fighter there, the Sith TIE Fighter there, so that it's with all of the other TIEs. Well, I definitely think that that makes a lot of sense and looks pretty sharp because it's just in front of the Sith Troopers from the Sith battle packs. So now you got the Sith TIE Fighter behind the Sith Troopers. I never even thought of that until now. It's just perfect. It's just dandy. I'm gonna have to clean up these pad cups, get rid of those. I don't know, the lids don't like stack on top of one another neatly, and if you take the lid off, obviously you can store a lot more of them together like the ones up there as they fit within one another. So I don't know what I'm gonna do with those lids. It's nice to have some of them around, but Maybe I'll bomb them into a drawer somewhere and clean that up. Well, let's place these microfighters somewhere here on the shelves with all of the Lego Star Wars sets as well. I recently put the Mickey and Minnie brick sketch right there. I don't know why I did that. And you can see that I also raised up the TIE Fighter. I just put them on some old containers that used to store Lego. The brick sketches do a good job of hiding that. I put the microfighters right over here. This is actually my whole collection of microfighters, so I don't have a whole lot of them. You can see we also have Kylo Ren's shuttle there as well. And then we have the Millennium Falcon. And then I put the other two right here, and those are just beside the Imperial shuttles right here. And that looks pretty awesome. I like that. Recently I placed something else here as well. I forget where I even put them. The brick sketches for Batman and the Joker. Where did they go? Oh, there they are. Yeah, I put them there. Eventually I'd like to hang all of my brick sketches, and I'd like to hang them around my whiteboard, as it would add a nice pop of color to the surrounding area, and they'll fit perfectly on either side and above. Maybe in the future they'll issue more of those, and it'll add just some nice contrast to that wall over there, as it's pretty bland. Now we're going to be taking a look at the wall that goes around the train track. I'll show you some of the graffiti work that I've done here and some of the design work. And I also want to show you what I plan on doing with this to make it even better and showcase even more artwork. And that's going to be involving this wall panel right here. Well, I guess I sort of spilled the beans on these right here. Didn't mean to do that, but I did. I got a video coming up on this custom Ninjago temple here, and also I've got a video coming out on how to build this Lego 48x48 logo. So stay tuned for that. So I guess I'll give you a little backstory on this fence here. A fellow Lego master builder known as Marshall from my membership program came up with the idea of putting this fence around the Lego city. And then I was like, oh man, we could use some Dots polybags and Dots products to create some really cool, intricate designs. And that's what we did. And you can see all those different intricate designs right here. And also some graffiti. So this one here says AFOL, Snot, and then there's a little text box right here that sort of, it acts as the underline for AFOL and Snot, and then comes into a text box and it says Word in a different font. This font was actually done by Brickmaster Jamie from Lego Masters, pretty cool. And then Brick and also Stud. You can see Stud, I ran out of tiles, so I made it all multicolored, but I think that looks pretty snazzy. Now, AFOL and Snot was actually designed by Tanjam, and I opened it up to members. If you guys want to design or even send panels that are custom, we have unlimited amount of panels. Just so you know, it's 6 tall, so any designs that you build on 6 tall plates, we can integrate into the Lego City. Just make sure that it is on dark bluish gray. And we have unlimited space, and I'm going to tell you why. Well, not unlimited, but essentially unlimited. We have a lot of space. Now, the issue is it's facing the Lego City, whereas the panel over here is also facing the Lego City, but it's facing us, and you can actually see it on the camera. The panel that you just looked at, I did that one, and then my buddy Marshall did this one here. And what's cool about this one is you'll actually see right here in the Brickmaster Jamie's font, it says Bricksie, and then it also says Marshall, and in between us it says 2021. You see that there? There you go, there's a better view. So yeah, it says Bricksie Marshall 2021, and he did a great job coming up with a lot of these custom designs using all of the different tiles from the Dots sets. And recently I picked up that pab cup there that's going to allow us to use more parts and pieces. Now the issue is this side of the fence doesn't get seen. You can see that it doesn't have studs facing this way. So I think I've come up with a solution. What I'm going to do is essentially use a Snot brick, a double-sided Snot brick, just like this one here. It's got studs on both sides, and I'm going to put it on the back side, and I'm going to make a double-sided fence, which will essentially double the surface area in which we can work from. So let's try and mock something up like that right now. So essentially what I could do is build 2 of these panels of fence, right? And then attach them with a double-sided snot brick like so. And that snot brick is on the bottom and gives us a way to attach it to a plate. It does make it a lot thicker, but it actually looks more like a solid like wall. It's actually thicker than a brick. And we could just take that and pop it down on a plate just like that there, which is okay because you can see I actually have some space here. I've got about 2 studs, and we could just boom, put that there, and then we have a double-sided wall, and we can do the graffiti on both sides of the wall. And this doesn't necessarily have to be around the entire city, but for sure in this main panel right here, so that we can see it around this curve. We can see it here, it's in the backyards there, all the way along here. It really makes sense along here to do it because you'll see it perfectly, and probably right here as well. So double-sided all on there. I guess at that point you may as well do it double-sided everywhere, but I guess the only place where we could probably get away with not doing it is here if we wanted to conserve parts. But I don't think snot bricks in that size are very expensive, and I think I actually have a bunch of them in sand green now that I think about it from the pab wall. It doesn't really matter what color you do because it's sort of hidden by the train track and you won't really be able to see the bottom. I'd like to keep it dark bluish gray though. But that's just an idea of how we can add even more of the graffiti print style stuff, just like we've done here, on both sides of the fence, and also make it more clearly visible when filming from this perspective. One thing we have to remember too is it's actually all the way along, so it's by the Disney Castle there, working its way around the go-kart track, behind the haunted house, and around the roller coaster. I'm gonna make some that are specific to Disney when you get into that area, and also specific to the attractions in that area. For example, I wanna make a go-kart one and spell out the word go-kart or something behind the go-kart track. Maybe even try and come up with a design that looks like a go-kart. Members, if you're interested in sending some panels 6 studs tall on dark bluish gray plates, let me know in the Discord server. Just message me up. It would be highly appreciated, and it would help me get this done, and it would be pretty cool if you guys saw your own artwork here on the wall that goes around the Lego City, I think. Yeah, so lots of stuff that we have to do as we move forward here into the Lego room. Just wanted to discuss the graffiti wall with you guys and show you what we've done so far, and place some awesome Lego Star Wars sets on the shelves here in the Lego room. You guys remember to like, subscribe, and stay tuned. Thanks for stopping by, and have yourselves a wonderful day.